Good evening, all my beautiful people. Today, we are making a video to remind some of the white women why they had a special connection with the black man. I don't care about what people say in 2025. All that black love, I, I don't believe it. I believe in this right here. Now, to each his own. This is not 1970 anymore. This isn't 1950 anymore. Black love used to exist. But as far as dating someone, no, I don't believe that. It exists with some people, with some couples. It does. But for me, this right here has never worked for me, ever. So I want to talk about some things to the white women. I want y'all to hear what this young lady says. Because a lot of y'all white women, y'all are becoming just like the world. And y'all forget when the black man was treated as a slave, treated like a dog. The only one who could really understand him was the wife of the slave master, because that wife was also treated the same way as a slave, just a little bit above a slave. She was also treated harshly. She was also treated with contempt. And that's why so many of those women had kids with those slaves. It wasn't just because of a sexual lust or a fetish. They understood the pain of a black man. These right here, they're starting to forget. They're starting to treat every black man the same. And y'all white women, y'all are doing it too. Y'all are not the same white woman from 2000, from the 19s, from the 80s, from the 70s, from the 50s, from the 60s. Could you imagine a white woman from the 50s and 60s? The things that she had to go through to keep up her family and her husband, to maintain her mental sanity when the whole world is against her. Now, don't get me wrong. I know about the fake ones that screaming rape. I know about the fake ones that's out here scheming on a man for his money. I know the ones that are using their pretty face to get by. On to the next without ever forming a connection with anybody. I know about you. I don't fetishize anybody. And I keep my mind on the swivel when it comes to these women. No matter how pretty she is, how good her body is, I'm always, are you truly for me? That's not my thought. That is who I am. Are you truly for me? I'm not second guessing you. I'm not checking your phone. I'm not worried about who you hanging around. Are you for me? And no matter where she goes, if I can answer that question within myself, I'm good, because I know that's my baby. These white women of 2025, they're not the same. So let's dive into how most of these women are being treated.
But 9 out of 10 of them gonna go.
He's not lying, and I'm gonna tell you all the tea that some white women gave me.
Uh-oh.
Go to any predominantly white area and sit down at the dog park, and this is what will happen. They'll tell you everything. A couple examples: depressed, miserable, drinking wine and taking Adderall every day. They're out here having affairs. Their husbands are having affairs. They got sick and their husband left them.
See, this is why I keep my head on the swivel, no matter how pretty she is, whether she be Hispanic, Russian, um, from the motherland. You gotta vet these women. You heard what she just said? Even though white women out here having affairs like it's nothing. White women cheat in 2025 like it's nothing, with multiple of men, multiple of, I don't know what they want to call it, bro. this a list of men that they can go through, and they're cheating on their man the whole time. Black, white, Hispanic, but I just wouldn't think that the group that I predominantly like would join the fray.
straight up left them at their bedside. There's a woman that lives in my neighborhood, and I feel so bad because she has chronic pain like I do, and her husband treats her like shit,
Damn.
like bad, very controlling. And there's multiple women in this neighborhood that have told me how badly their husbands treat them.
So let me say this real quick. Huh. You're married. As a married woman, the only person that can make you feel like somebody when somebody's trying to make you feel like nothing is Jesus Christ. We leave religion to those who wish to be religious. I'm talking about being a child of God, a child of Jesus Christ, the Father and the Holy Spirit. The only one that can heal your pain when you're going through so much through your own partner without having to fix things in your own way is to go through God. Now, let's look at this as another perspective. Let's play devil's advocate, right? To you beautiful women who are being treated like shit, hmm, hmm, in these areas, in these nice little neighborhoods, I want you to go to, and this is obviously within parameters, right? Be smart, be vigilant always, no matter where you go as a woman. I want you to go to the farmlands. I want you to go to the outbacks, to those little small cities, whether it be predominantly black or white. I really want y'all to go to the countryside of I want you beautiful white women who are being mistreated to go to the countryside of predominantly black farmlands like Louisiana, Texas, Georgia, where it's predominantly black, and find one of those young black farmers who are doing well for themselves. Little mama, I tell you, whatever that man let go of, another man will find treasure in it. What another man doesn't value, another man will. I hate that saying that somebody's trash is somebody else's treasure. But if it was never trash to begin with, then it was always treasure from the start, and it always had value from the start. And nobody can take that from her, not even her husband. Now understand, if you are married, you gotta go to God because you are now in communion with not just your husband, but God is in the middle of that matrimony. It's not just y'all two. So y'all people out there having affairs, y'all doing all that because somebody is hurting you, we stop it. Hurt people keep on hurting people, but all that does is hurt ourselves and our soul. Creating connections to people who we don't even know and understand. But yet we keep on laying with these people because we are being cheated on and because we're hurt. If you're married and you're going through this, you gotta go through God. Hit my DMs if you're going through this as a white woman, and I'll teach you how to do it the right way. But let's keep going.
And you know what's interesting? There are a lot of black women who will get on the internet, tell us that they're no longer dating us and they want to go to the white man as if those men are without.
And I believe they should do that. I do. And this is my sanction on this, right? This is my 2 cents on this, my sanction. Here are my 2 thoughts on this. My 2 cents. A lot of black women don't see each individual black man for who they are. They see the past. They see that past black man that hurt them. They see the past black man that did them wrong. So when they move on to the next black man, that next black man is still being treated like the past black man. So I believe that moving forward, that black women should date outside of their race, whether it be Latin, whether it be Mexican. And I believe that white women should come back to black men, not black boys, black men. I do believe that because a history will always repeat itself in a woman's mind until she fixes that. But that mental hurt doesn't go away. So each black man that she gets with, she's just as harsh. She's just as mistrusting, even though he hasn't done anything. He just wants to win her heart. And by the time he wins her heart, he's drained with the distrust, with the lack of faith, with the doubt, with the arguing. And it's just like, and with the putting down, like this right here, the worst I've ever been treated was by this right here. Ever in my life, not by a police officer, not by a judge, not by one of my drill sergeants, nothing. This right here, the worst I've ever been treated was by this right here. And you mean to tell me that black love is real? Black pain is real. And when I'm creating my family, I'm not creating my family on past traumas and pain and mishaps that happened in your past or her past or even my past. We're building a foundation on trust and love. Do y'all remember Carlton from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? Y'all called him corny for being proper, for being professional, for being demure, huh? For being debonair. But now look at him, married to a beautiful white woman with beautiful kids. That NFL player who retired, beautiful white wife, beautiful kids. The baseball player, beautiful white wife, beautiful kids. The police officer, beautiful white wife, beautiful kids. And you can call them Uncle Toms all you want to. You can call them people who believe in their government and in their country all you want to, but they're living a peaceful life. And the black love that exists, that are thriving in their marriage, that are thriving in what they are. I bet you my whole paycheck is not based on pain and trauma. I've seen black love conquer. They're having fun. They're beautiful in what they are. I've seen it, but that's not just something I want to go down. Moving past 2025.
Problems like those men are perfect. And then they try to pit us against each other. The black man won't pay no bills. He won't take care of his kids. He won't do this, that, and the third. Only to go over there and be really disrespected and deal with what she's talking about.
I disagree. A dog is going to always be a dog. Just like I said with women, it's the same thing with men. So women, whether he's black, whether he's white, whether he's Puerto Rican, no matter how beautiful he looks to you, you gotta vet him. But for the most part, white men have been so attracted to black women since the time of slaves, even before then, the time of Moors and conquerors and kings of my people. White men have always had a fascination with black women. And I've never seen a white man mistreat a black woman. Has it happened? Of course. This is 2025. So of course it happens. But I just don't see it. For the most part, they want to love a black woman. They want to be with a black girl. They want to, you know what I'm saying? They don't want to mistreat them. Some, like I said, they do. A dog is going to be a dog, whether it's a woman or a man. But for the most part, these men are so fascinated by black women that they really don't mistreat them.
I'm not saying it happens all the time, but man, they actually have groups that have been exposed when white dudes are dating black women, Asian women, and Hispanic women, and they're in these private Facebook groups being racist as you don't even want to know, bro. Talking about, yeah, I can't stand her black ass mother and her black ass daddy, and or her some derogatory term to describe Hispanic women and men or Asian women and men. Dog, they have been exposed for this shit all man. Y'all crazy as hell, man.
white husbands. Now, on the flip side of that, there's T
Now, obviously, if you ever, black or white, if they ever cross that line, because that's the line that bounds us. God is the line that bounds us first off, but us being different is what initially got us being together. So for anybody to disrespect that line to the ultimate offense, you got to get rid of them. You got to get rid of them immediately. A white girl, we get into an argument. She's like, "Well, I hate you, nigger." Dubs, get out of my face. Calling my phone. I'm sorry. No, none of that. None of that. No.
that I heard from the white husbands. I worked in an office, and there was a group of frat bros, and I heard them say straight up, the only reason why I stay home, or I'm sorry, the only reason why I stay late in the office is so that I don't have to go home to my wife.
Oh, that's a fact. Hey, that's not unique to white men. That's every man, bro, of all races. Some of them niggas just don't want to go home, man. It ain't nothing peaceful there.
Watch who you marry. As a man, especially as a man who's stepping into who he is, I have to be careful. The confidence is coming. The path is coming. On better career paths. Money is coming. Took a couple losses I had to learn from, but everything is just coming my way right now. Everything. You think I can let a woman get in the way of that? No matter how it looks to the outside, I keep it to myself because I know what's going on. And you mean to tell me I'm meant to mess that up for a woman who can take away my peace and my joy? Now I can't focus on my business. Now I can't focus on what I'm doing to succeed in life because this woman needs all my time. She's seeking all my attention in the wrong ways at the wrong time, being unbearable, being unequally yoked with anybody, black, white, or Mexican. It is troublesome, but I will give it to the white man. The worst marriage I've ever seen was a white marriage. And it was actually an interracial marriage, but she wanted to be white so bad. It's ridiculous. And we've seen that. Like a lot of these Hispanics that become successful for some Asians too. Asians are known for this. Once they get all their money they've accumulated in urban areas, they become so radicalized by being above somebody else that they become racist too. And it's sickening. It's sickening, especially when you are a minority that's looking down on other people because now you suddenly have it. Get that out of here, man. But the worst marriage I've ever seen was a white man married to a Hispanic woman. And when I say he was treated like a dog, this woman put $1 million worth of debt on his fucking credit and he did nothing about it. She forced him to sign. When I say forced, I mean capital F. Capital F. She forced him to sign papers of kids that weren't his. Forced him. Every day he's going through it with this woman. Every day he's going through it, and all he can say is because he's so petrified and such a coward and not a man who leads his household that he has to go through that. So man, I've yet to hear a black man have to go through the things that some of these men go through. Like a black man, like, yeah, yeah, she going crazy, yeah. But it's usually something that he done did, or sometimes she just crazy. But eventually she'll chill out, or he'll replace her. It's simple. These white men stay in that situation because they're so scared, man, of the women or the situation or whatever. And it's just, they get treated like dogs at their house and they don't have peace. So some of y'all women who are getting cheated on, it's y'all fault.
There were days where we didn't even have to go into the office, like during
Facts.
COVID, and they would all text each other and go into the office and stay there from the crack of dawn till nighttime so that they could be away from their wives. Even my white manager sat me down one day because he knew I was single, and he said, Taylor, don't have kids. I don't even want to be around my wife. So, again, click the comment and you'll understand the backstory of all of this, which is being with a white man does not always equate to roses and daisies and sunshine.
Same thing with the white woman, being with anybody who you think is,
Thanks to this
who you
waterfront
putting on a
hotel on
pedestal, like, oh, it's going
booking.com.
to be greener on this side than
Even
what it is on
Yankees
that side.
fans are loving.
Sometimes it's not, no matter how pretty they are, no matter how much you think they're going to help you in your situation, no matter how you feel about them. Sometimes it's not greener on the other side. It's really not. You gotta vet these people, man. You gotta vet these people. Man and woman, you got to do what's right for yourself. And trusting in people who you believe is gonna do you better because they're white or because they're black or because she's pretty or because he's handsome. And every time we fall for that and we lose. Every time. But now we grow in maturity. And now we have Jesus on our side, Jesus Christ. So we're not doing this alone. Y'all comment. Y'all leave some comments, man. Y'all let me know how y'all want to do this. If y'all want to learn, y'all just let me know. Let's keep on growing. And and if y'all got any good videos, let me know. I'll react to them.